Hello, hello. It's time for Fishing Friends. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fishing Friends with Danny and Gina. I'm Danny.
I'm Gina.
She's actually here at the beginning of the show.
I'm actually, oh my god, because I opened today. I didn't have to close or do a really late mid. But yeah. I'm here. I say, and I just noticed you changed up the intro. I was like, oh, she changed up the intro.
Oh, yeah. It's season 3. Gotta have a new intro, you know?
Yeah.
Changed up the song a little bit, too.
That's what caught my attention. I was actually just checking out Discord really quick, and then I heard it. I was like, what? And then I come back, and it's the cuttlefish. I was like, oh!
Yeah. Yep. I've added a couple other things, too, that we'll be seeing. What's up, Monster Fish Gal? Haven't seen you in a while, Lori.
Yeah,
oh, my
hi,
goodness.
Lori. Hi, James.
Great to see you guys. So, gosh, I guess I might as well just jump right into it.
Well, hold on. I have something to say first that I'm going to forget. So it's just a little thing that, like there's these little things that bug you. You know what like terrifies me every single time it happens, especially this time of year when the air is still kind of dry. You build up static electricity, like you get up off the couch and then you go in the other room and you flick on the light switch and then you get that static discharge on the light switch. It freaks me out every time. Okay, now you can go.
I guess that happened to you earlier today.
It just happened whenever I went to go, because I was still wearing my Petco shirt. I was like, oh, I should change my shirt. And I went to walk in my bedroom. Zap! And I'm like, I feel like I'm going to die every time.
See, I avoid that because most of my light switches are just kind of always on.
Yeah.
Like, they're connected to the ceiling fan or whatever. So I just walk into the room and pull the switch to turn the light on.
Oh, yeah.
Then, the only switch that I actually use on the regular is the one right next to my front door, which does my lamp for my living room and my porch light.
What about your bathroom?
Oh, my bathroom, yeah. Sometimes I turn the light on.
Yeah.
I have a like a bug zapper nightlight thing in there or whatever right now. So I just have to turn the light on. I just purchased a Strat. Well, that's awesome, Brandon. Good to hear. Speaking of stuff that we'll get into what we bought a little bit later. But first, I've had a very interesting week.
Hold on, what's a Strat? Is that a guitar?
Yeah, Stratocaster.
Oh, okay. I just Googled Strat and like a bunch of random things just came up.
So I've had very interesting weeks of some ups and downs and some weird stuff that has just been happening. First, so last Sunday, the day right after the live stream, I was out doing karaoke, doing my normal thing that I always do on Sunday nights. And this other guy that is kind of, he gets around and does karaoke at a lot of different places, but he's kind of a semi-regular up there every now and then. And he was telling me about this karaoke contest that's going on. And apparently it's like worldwide or whatever. Yeah. Here we go. Let me pull up the little website here. So it's called Karaoke Idols. You can sign up and it's like $20 to sign up, or you can do it as a duet and it's like $30. They have locations all over. You can sign up to find your local qualifying event, but first prize gets $10,000 in the world prizes and all that stuff. So you can actually get up there. So it's like, you have your local one, and then after that you'll go to like your state finals and so on and so forth. Wow, so like some states have already found their finalists and stuff, which is interesting. That's cool to know. But
Hi,
anyway,
buddy.
I did mine on Monday at a place just right next to my house, pretty much, and I got second place. So I'm moving on to the location finals. So at the end of April, that Monday, the last Monday in April, I'll be doing the finals there. And so we'll
29th.
see how that goes. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. I'm trying to decide what song I want to sing for that one, because the first one I did was Holy Diver by Killswitch Engage. Did a little bit of growling stuff or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see what I end up trying to decide to do. So, yep, this is my little venue or whatever. And yeah. So then we had a meeting at work, and they're gonna actually be kind of giving me a pay raise in a way, which is
Nice.
Cool. Because they're gonna start paying us extra incentives for like upsells and new customers and things like that. And I already get a good amount of upsells, so more or less I'll be making the same amount I already make plus all the incentives for the upsells that I already get. And then if my sales increase and all that too, then I have the potential to move up this weird like earnings ladder they have, where you can like get like monthly bonuses and stuff like that too. So that's pretty sweet.
Hi, Fathom.
I'm happy to get extra money. But yeah, that's when all of a sudden today gets like really, really interesting. But before I get in today, we got James H here, Monster Fish Gal, Brandon, Bunny Viper, Pet Sonics, Fathom Aquatics. Good to see all y'all. We got more than that watching too. We got 10 people here total. So if you're, just lurking and stuff, don't be afraid to say, hey, let us know that you're here. But okay. So today was the day that I was supposed to go buy a car.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it all set up. I talked about it last week.
How am I a punk? What did I do? I said hi, Bunny. What did I do?
So,
anyway, okay, you went and bought a car.
Yeah, I talked about it all last week. How I was, all set up to buy the car today as long as they fix the air conditioner. So, honestly, I had a horrible time trying to sleep last night. I was like so nervous that they were gonna like not have the air conditioner fixed or something was gonna get messed up or whatever. And I had this goal of like trying to return the rental car first, just so I didn't have to worry about that and then get like dropped off at the dealer. And I'm very glad I didn't do that because there ended up being this like crazy thing that happened with not my car, but is going to still be my car. So last night or yesterday, it was just in the middle of the day or something, I guess, even they had like my car was pretty much all ready to go. They got the air conditioner fixed. Pretty much all they did was have to like recharge the air conditioner, according to him. I guess it's some safety thing in these modern cars or whatever, to where if the air conditioner doesn't actually get cold, the blower will just like automatically shut itself off and stuff like that. So I don't know. That's what he said. I'll have to still figure it out, when I drive it again. But they got it all ready to go, and they parked it up on this hill so that it would be, ready to go when I got there on, today. So because they have a relatively small lot and they're just overloaded and they didn't want to have to move cars around and all that stuff. So it sat up there on the hill for about 20 minutes. And then they look up there, and apparently somebody tried to steal the car.
Oh.
They broke the passenger side glass. They broke in. They broke all like the undercarriage, like the dashboard and all that stuff underneath, and tried to, hotwire it and all that stuff. Well, the stupid person that tried to do that doesn't know how to drive a manual car. So it was in first gear, like the lights were on and stuff, but nothing was working or anything like that because one, they didn't know you had to hold the clutch down to even get the ignition to turn over. And then so I've known that for a long time, that being able to drive a manual car is kind of like an automatic security system in itself. Most people don't know how to drive a stick shift. So they kind of look in there and like, oh, I can't steal that. Or they try to steal it and then they're unsuccessful. So yeah, the guy was telling me, he's like, he spent like $200 something or whatever to, clean out all the glass and, get the new glass panel, fix all the plastic and stuff and get all of that stuff fixed. And the only thing that he couldn't get fixed right at that time, in time for me to pick it up this Saturday, was the ignition. Like the ignition was like broken and cracked to where more or less like you could shove a screwdriver in there and start the car. You could shove anything in there that is hard, flat, and thin, and start the car. So friggin'
he just flipped off chat.
I know I did. I was like, flipping off the person that did that to the car. But friggin' so that part is, the ignition is not going to come in until like Monday. And of course,
that's not bad.
Because of my schedule, I can't pick up the car until Saturday. So we pushed it till Saturday. Now, next Saturday, I was supposed to have an appointment to get my hair cut for donation. And I was just talking to him yesterday about exactly what needed to be done. And then because of this whole thing, I just ended up having to cancel that appointment, and I pushed it again to the future. So now I'm not getting my hair cut until May 1st because I'll be on vacation that week, so I can get my hair cut on a Wednesday. That's like the soonest I could find an appointment. And so that'll work. And but since I didn't end up buying a car, I was heading home and I went to Chick-fil-A. And when I was at Chick-fil-A over there in Bridgeton, I saw a sign. And that sign said the Show Me Snakes and Reptiles Show Expo was happening today.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what? We're getting into it.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
So I ended up walking in there and getting some cool stuff. And I was surprised by some of the different vendors that I saw there. There's actually a couple aquatic people up on the upper level. There was somebody selling rope fish and platies and guppies. And there was a couple different people that were selling axolotls. And then there was one little table that I saw that was selling, they had blue ram's horn snails.
Oh.
So I got some and I added them to the little fish bowl, and there they are. I got a pack of 5 for $2.
Oh,
but the thing is, my little pack of 5 actually had a little bitty baby that was like free, I guess.
Is it that little one that's like right on that,
I think you can see my mouth. So it's not this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually a little bitty one right here. And then there's one that was like floating that just seems to be hanging out with the duckweed on top. So I didn't get a picture of that guy.
Bingo square checked.
Yep.
You can
So
rely
there's
on us.
that. But then I actually what I was originally walking in there for was not any aquatic stuff. Uh it was to see if they had any tarantulas and all that because I haven't had a
Oh, do
tarantula
they?
in a while, and that's where I had got my last one. But I was walking around, I saw that they had some giant snakes in these cake pans, and I just
Mhm.
thought that was freaking awesome.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious how the different containers they have them in.
Yep. But then, I stumbled upon this table that I saw. I'm like, there's the tarantulas. And they also had a whole bunch of jumping spiders and stuff.
Oh.
And there he is actually holding a jumping spider, showing the little kids there. Has these different like magnetic things there that you can go on the different terrariums and stuff that he already set up that were all for sale. It was really, really cool. Yeah, there's a little jumping spider.
Aw.
And he had all these little setups, like $30 or whatever for a little setup. That was perfect for like a jumping spider. But then, I bought myself a tarantula.
Yay!
I got myself another Chromatopelma cyanopubescens, the green bottled blue.
Oh, those are pretty.
Yep. But his name was legs on 8 legs on J. The spider is kind of not focusing, but it's an 8 if
Mhm.
it focuses better. But yeah, 8 legs on J. His name was Jarek Montez. He said he was gonna check me out today or whatever on the live stream. I don't know if whatever, but they did find the YouTube channel and apparently subscribe and all that stuff. What reptile show is this? It is the St. Louis Show Me Snake. Not St. Louis, but the Show Me Snakes Reptile Expo.
I think it's Show Me Reptiles and Exotics. And it should have a T-Rex in the logo, the T-Rex
Yeah,
skull in the logo.
yeah. I'm gonna
The
find the website because
I know they. Oh, you're not on Facebook. Okay, let me find the Facebook.
it's sponsored by. Yeah, okay. So it's Show Me Snakes is what it used to be, but then it became. So yes, the Show Me Reptile Show, the Show Me Reptile and Exotic Show is what they do, and it goes all over the place. And there's other people that you can always join it if you want, but it's all over in Missouri area. That's why it's the Show Me, because we're the Show Me state. Yeah, they had some really, really cool stuff. They're mostly snakes and geckos, is what it was, and then people sell them like rats and stuff like that. There was somebody there that was selling micro squirrels, which I didn't even know were an actual thing. But
Chipmunks?
no, it's called a micro squirrel.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where they're native to. I got to do more research on it, but that's how big they get. That's an adult.
Oh.
And the ones that have the white on them are more rare and all that. So those can sell for quite a lot. He was selling them for a super steal because he's just overnumbered with them and wants to get rid of them. So he was selling the ones with like white for like $250, I think, and selling these for just like $200. But
Kind of
in
looks like a sugar glider, but like
the
off.
retail value of these guys is normally like $400, and it looks like it's called an African dormouse. That makes sense. Yeah,
Oh.
I believe that's where I've seen them before on like a documentary and stuff. Yeah, the African dormouse. Okay, so yeah, he's just overnumbered with them, but they are super cute.
Yeah, they do go up to Chicago. Yeah, they go to a couple of different states around Missouri.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, thanks for sharing the Facebook link there.
You're welcome. Think I should do something since I'm just sitting here.
Did you buy anything?
I bought a mop rack for work.
Yeah.
Hi ho, it's the Jenny and Gina show. It is.
With fish and birds and
Everything.
something that rhymes with birds. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
Yeah, I bought a mop. They had been just leaning the mops against the wall and it was driving me crazy. So I finally got just a $10 mop rack and I mounted it this morning before the store opened. It was funny because I'm sitting there, I'm like lining it up, I'm using a pen to mark the wall and everything. And I got the drill, I'm drilling into the wall. And it wasn't until I already put the drywall inserts in and my boss comes in, he's like, well, what about the brackets? What about the I'm like, they're already in. What do you think I'm screwing into? And he goes, oh, you know how to do that? I'm like, I read the instructions. It's not rocket science. It said drill a hole, insert the thing, put the thing up and screw it in. Like, it's not hard.
Yep.
It wasn't hard to figure out, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
But yeah, is that the only thing I bought this week? I think so. I was talking about makeup with one of my coworkers today, and I'm just like, oh, now I want to go buy more makeup because we've been talking about it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Because I've already got so many. I've already got so many palettes, and this is only a fraction of what I have. Like, I have so many already. I don't need more. That's just what I was sitting here from the last time I did my makeup, because I'm also indecisive. That's why I have so many.
Yeah. So, yep, this is the tarantula that I got.
They're so cool.
When they're juvenile, they look like this, where they're kind of like a jack-o'-lantern, black and orange, with the like tiger stripes. But then as they get older, that black turns to kind of a blue, and then eventually that blue turns really, really blue. That's like fake. That's like a patch or something. That's more what they really look like. There you go.
I think they do kind of like, you need certain bright lighting in order to make that blue stand out in their
the males are much more blue.
Yeah.
Like there's brighter blue, but yeah, this is like special lighting and
they use like iPhone flash for that.
Yeah, there's extra bright flash, and then they increase the contrast and the color and all that other stuff. Yeah, it's kind of more like this.
Mark, I don't understand your comment. So you understand Chinglish, Gina? I don't understand.
Chinglish.
I don't.
Money.
Oh, kinda. I like to think I do.
That's the only thing I can think of that's not racist, Mark.
I don't understand. Anyway. I don't understand the question. So what's your guys' take on using clear deli containers versus bags to sell snails and fish at a swap?
The ram's horn snails I bought were in a little container like this. So I'm totally fine with that or whatever. Sometimes it sucks. I don't like some of those bags that are like it's really, really small and thin where the fish are just like laid on their sides.
Like what the bettas come in.
Yeah, I don't like that. Sometimes it sucks that they sit in those containers and stuff for a long time. My favorite are when they use like the actual like the deli containers versus a bag, or I like one of those hefty containers and things like that.
So I've seen it where people.
So he did mean Chinese.
Yeah, so I understood it because it was pictures. They were illustrations, not necessarily words. But
the tarantula in there, since I never did find that little jumping spider that I put in there.
So I've seen, like, we get cashews from Aldi that are in, like, this big, tall, square container, and I've seen swaps where, like, people, reuse those and stuff. I think bristlenose plecos, I think the last, like, auction we were both at, somebody had bristlenose plecos in there. For
Yeah.
that kinda thing, yes, I think those, like, harder plastic containers for, like, plecos or cory cats, things that have those barbs that can puncture, I think that's a really good idea because people are always picking up those bags to look at them, and you don't know if they're gonna, like, be gentle with them. And also because people are always grabbing them, they could end up, like, poking their fingers in the bags. So I think it depends on how thin or thick the bags are. If they're thicker bags, then they should hold up, they should be fine. Um if they're thinner bags, then yeah, the likelihood of somebody picking it up and shoving their finger through it.
Well,
Um,
they had this one of the aquatic vendors, the guy that was also selling like the rope fish and all that stuff. He had a red hair hermit crab,
Aw.
and he had some of the horseshoe crabs and some other
Yeah.
stuff there.
Oh, I think I know who this guy is because yeah, he's brought horseshoe crabs before. I
Yeah.
went one of the last reptile shows I went to. There was a guy, who had like rainbow bubble tip anemones in little cups.
Oh, nice.
Oops,
Oh,
sorry. No, you go
good.
ahead.
I just ordered 3 different sizes from a restaurant supplier to me. I think it'll be easier and better viewing. Yeah, there's that. And, the only thing you have to worry about with those sorts of deals is, kids that want to like stick their hands and stuff. And like I even told the guy, it's like he had one of the horseshoe crabs was like over on its back. I'm just like, man, I don't want to stick my fingers in your water, but I really want to flip that horseshoe crab over. And he's like, he can flip himself over. Don't worry. You flip him over, he's gonna flip himself right back over anyway. I was like, oh, so he's just having fun. Okay, I'll just let him be then.
Yeah, and yeah, it'll definitely be more durable with everybody touching, picking up
Mhm.
the things. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I see that. Well, nice. Yeah. They had all the 5 little ram's horns in here with like a little bit of like Java fern and stuff. And so it's nice to be able to like pick it up and look at them and see what each one looked like to pick out which little one I wanted. But I don't really look that hardcore for that. But the tarantula came in a Tupperware that was a little bit bigger. And that's honestly a just fine container for it to have stayed in for a long time. Um, this terrarium might actually be too big for it because it is only like this big right now. But
It'll be
it's already
fine.
climbed up in the corner and started making a little web up there. So
Oh,
it'll
so
be
I've been helping out at another store. And I just noticed yesterday that they have a rose tip tarantula. What is it? Rose toe?
pink toe.
Pink toe. Thank you. They have a pink toe
Those are cool.
tarantula, and it actually made its little web hammock right at the top, and there's top slidey tanks, and I just saw it, and I'm just like, well, we can't open this tank anymore. Like, because there's no other way into the tank except, and it's right
Yeah,
at the back too, so you
but
can't like
that's
open
what
it at
they do.
all. Yeah.
That's exactly what they do.
I was like,
Um,
and this is why you don't keep tarantulas in a top opening habitat.
it depends. If it's the more terrestrial type, like a Chilean rose hair, Goliath bird eater, stuff like that, a top opening one is exactly what you want. Whereas, yeah, if you have one that's a little bit more arboreal, like these guys, it's
Yeah.
better to have like a front opening one.
Front opening
Uh,
or one that like the whole thing lifts up, like where the bottom
yeah,
separates.
yeah.
You need a double bag and use at least 2 mil each. Yeah. Have you seen the new blueberry snails? Can you look one up and show us? I'm definitely gonna be looking into them. Ooh, are you getting it?
Yeah.
Okay. I like blueberries. Do they taste like blueberries? Oh,
Is that fresh water?
That looks like freshwater. They have a blue foot. Oh my god, they're so freaking
With
cute.
orange on it.
Oh. Wait, are those terrestrial? I can't tell. No, that's not underwater. I can't tell if it's a super clean tank or what.
That's a super clean tank underwater. Yeah.
Yeah, and they are live bears. That looks like a trapdoor.
Exotic freshwater snake. Papua.
I want some bad. They're so cute. Look at those orange speckles. Oh my god, so cute. All right, who's got them? Who's breeding them? Give me names. Tell me their names. Definitely a trapdoor and illegal in a lot of states. Whisper. Tell me their name, but whisper.
Trapdoor snail, huh?
The ones I saw had royal blue feet.
Trapdoor snails?
I sold trapdoor snails at my Petco, the one by our house. Whenever I was still working there, I ordered trapdoor snails. So I guess they're not illegal here in Missouri. So tell me their name. Say it loud. They're not illegal here. I don't think. The ones I saw had royal blue feet with spots and hot pink shells. Oh, that's freaking cute. I'm hoping somebody has some at the Quad City swap tomorrow. Oh, well, let me know if you do. Because
cool.
then you can send me some after they start breeding.
Yeah.
Or send Bunny some. She's the one who she needs the finder's fee for bringing it up.
I'm hoping these blue ram's horn snails do good for me.
I'll definitely snag some of those from you.
What was really cool too is the guy that sold me the tarantulas, Jarek, with 8 legs on J. I want to make sure I say that enough so you guys can check him out, because he's kind of just getting his website and all that stuff going. You can go to 8legsonj.com if you want to check that out. But he also had these orange tropical springtails that I had never seen before.
Oh, he's got a YouTube channel too.
I bought some of these to throw in with the tarantula too, and he said apparently they don't like jump around or whatever like the other like white ones do so much. And but yeah, they're really cool looking. They stand out a lot on like a dark substrate. Whip swirl. He's got a YouTube too.
That's what I said. I'm posting the link now. Whip. Whippy, whippy, whip. I got about around 1,000 assassins and a couple hundred mysteries I need to start moving out ASAP. Ooh. Good thing it's getting into worm season. You can start selling them and shipping them out.
There he is. Oh, yeah. Hey, he's only got like 11 subscribers, and that just went up so much because of like Gina and I and a couple people too. So everybody go hop over to 8 Legs on J and subscribe to him.
Look at those orange springtails.
That's what I'm saying. Those tropical orange springtails are gorgeous.
Freaking cute.
I'm going to show this. Right there. He's got a couple of videos of like a tarantula. It looks like he's got a jumping spider. And this one right here looks like a velvet spider, actually. So yeah, he's just kind of getting everything going, it looks like, which is awesome. But man, he was a really nice guy. It was cool talking to him. He was really good with the kids and all that too. So yeah, definitely go subscribe to him. Check him out on Facebook. Check out his website. If you're ever interested in, tarantulas and jumping spiders, but especially these orange springtails, I'm sure he can figure out a way to ship those to you.
And he probably knows all about like bioactive terrariums and all that stuff.
Yep.
So if he's into springtails,
He did tell me that, eventually there's going to be so much web in here and stuff that all the plants are going to die. And it's just like, yeah, I can kind of understand that, Lee Wilcox, McM, what's up, guys? Fish Dreams.
Oh, we didn't actually say hi to Mark. Hi, Mark. Kalish. What do you mean, what bathroom? Are you behind in chat?
It is the doggy bathroom renovator. And he said, what bathroom?
Oh.
Kalish. Hello, hello.
Hello. My coffee maker is still doing great. That's what I have to drink is cold coffee.
There you
iced
go.
coffee. Iced coffee, not just cold coffee. Iced coffee. It's intentionally cold.
Yeah.
I have to say it. Every time I see Fathom Aquatics, my brain it reads Fat Horn. Every time. Every time. That's just what my brain wants to read is Fat Horn. Every time.
Now I can't.
Now you can't unsee it. I'm sorry. Hi, Steven. What movie are you guys watching?
Family movie night.
What movie are you watching? What have you done? I think I've mentioned it before. Maybe it was just my Wednesday stream that I mentioned it, but and I think I've said it in the chat too. I said hi and I actually spelled out Fat Horn, but I guess because they're so similar, nobody noticed that I typed Fat Horn instead of Fathom.
Oh my gosh, it does look so close.
Talladega Nights, nice. Jay Oliver, hello, hello.
You like can't even.
I'm sorry, Fathom. I'm sorry.
Okay. I love Talladega Nights.
Kalish has never seen it.
If you like Will Ferrell, you will like that movie. If you don't like Will Ferrell, you will definitely not like that movie. Because it's just Will Ferrell being Will Ferrell.
Yep.
Jay Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics. What's up, John Oliver? How you doing? I am doing well, even though getting a new car thing just keeps finding different issues and stuff.
Okay,
but at the end of it, I'm gonna have a pretty good car because stuff keeps getting replaced. So
yeah, Nathan got his car back from remember that pipe or whatever, that aluminum pipe that got chucked around and hit his car. He got his car back, and they actually ended up replacing. I'll see you in court, Gina. Slander and defamation. Sorry, I was not expecting that reaction. So he got his car back. They actually did replace the tent. He was worried that they were just gonna rip the tent off, replace the window, and like just have a tentless window, and he would have to go back to who he went to. So they replaced the tent, except when he picked up the car, he noticed the tent on that driver's side window is actually darker than the rest of the car.
Oh man.
Like you don't really notice from the outside, but when you're in the car, it is noticeably darker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because we don't think it's the same. Like he got ceramic tent on all the other ones, and he thinks it's a different type, and that's why.
Yeah.
So he called back the auto body place, and he goes, "Hey, the tent's not matching." And they're like, "Oh crap, sorry. Let me get a hold of the tent guy." Well, apparently the tent guy has been avoiding their calls all week, like not calling them back. So they're actually going to send him to a different tent shop, and then they're just going to foot the bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're taking care
So
of us.
what was that? Was it at like the dealer or something where they
No, it
did
was
the?
at a auto body shop. I don't want
Oh,
to
okay.
say the name. I know I'm not. They didn't do anything wrong, but I still don't want to like put the name out there.
Well, I want to know where not to take my car
Oh
when I
no,
get it because
no, they're taking care of us. No, it is not their fault. It's because they like third party, like they contracted like a tent guy to come in and then do
yeah,
it. Which I don't know who he is, but it's
no,
not. Yeah, it's not one of their
it's
people.
not their guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I was because the car that I'm gonna buy it doesn't have tinted windows. It might have like the reflective one or whatever where it kind of protects the light a little bit against UV, but
Oh yeah.
it's super bright, and I can't deal with that because I'm kind of sensitive to light in general.
Yeah, we'll get
And
you. I'll give you the good information for where we got the car done at
well,
initially.
I've already looked up some places or whatever, and there's a place that I've kind of picked out, but I was kind of deciding like, do I want to just do black tint, or I was kind of thinking about doing red tint.
Ooh, that'd be cool. I just saw a truck not that long ago that had blue tint, and I was like, "There's
Yeah.
different colors?
Oh
What?"
yeah. No, there's all different sorts of
I
colors,
thought it
but
was like black or brown was the only options.
oh no, there's all different sorts of colors and stuff. But yeah, I was wanting to do like since it's a silver car, I was wanting to do red tint. But oh, where's the? Let me look at color. Yeah, they got all different sorts of stuff. And so let's see. Yeah, red maybe.
Yeah, purple. Oh, the purple looks cool. Yeah, so it wasn't like a shiny blue. It was like almost like a mattified blue. I don't know. It was really cool.
Yeah, there's different types. There's like chrome red, and like that's the really shiny ones. And then like there's the chameleon ones that kind of change colors a little bit, like that one.
Vibes, what's up? Oh, I would love duochrome ones. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the
Misa, he's a
holographic.
full blown idiot. Though we'll watch him occasionally if he's with someone I want to see, but he is a putz. So I liked him in Elf, but yeah, any of those like college humor movies, I usually don't. I'm not a biggest fan of that kind of humor either.
I have both running channels running parallel on my laptop, but sometimes I chat in Jay's chat, sometimes in Gina's. But there's also the choice of live chat, top chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We should all club together and buy an island. I thought we were gonna buy a giant yacht and all live on the ocean like pirates.
Yeah, that's right. We talked about a cruise ship or a big yacht.
Yeah. Well, get up here then. If you're gonna make an attitude, Miss Tundra.
Lee, we need our own physical community with a dungeon to send the idiots to. Well, it's a good thing Skipper works at a jail. He can run it.
Yeah. And Dee works in a corrective, and corrective and all that too. So
Or yeah,
there.
prison, jail, prison. I don't know. I know there's a difference. I'm not confused at the difference. I'm confused at which one Skipper works at.
Yeah. You know who would be London?
I'll go visit. I'll go bring the dungeon inmates muffins. Here
Yeah.
you go. Sorry you're here, but here's a muffin. Hopefully you feel better.
Yeah, I hope those blue ram's horns do well in that little fishbowl. They should, because those friggin' the shrimp and stuff, the what is it? The seed shrimp are doing like super well.
Good.
So I don't even have to do anything, but I'm gonna be like, supplementing some stuff in there for those shrimp, for the friggin' snails, because
My
I want them
freaking
to do really well.
my freaking shrimp tank has hair algae again. I thought I got rid of it by taking that wood out because it was only growing on the wood. Nope, it's back and it's everywhere. So now I'm pissed. But
Much
um
like
I know. I'm so bad about turning that light off whenever I get home. Sometimes I'll go sit down. I'm like, "Oh, I'll just eat really quick." And the next time I'm up, I'll turn the light off. Next thing I know, it's midnight.
you
I'm like,
mean you
"Dang
don't
it."
have your lights on timers?
It's one of the they sell them at Petco. It's the Aqueon little clip-on. That's the bar with the touch button on the top.
Yeah, I had that on a timer.
Oh, do you? Okay. I don't know.
I don't have anyone running right now, but when I used to have my little like indoor like mini pond in that giant pot that I had the Aqueon planted light
Yeah.
that had the touch on it. And I just had it on, and I had it on the
Oh,
timer, and the timer
I
would
figured
turn
when
it
it
on.
lost power and came back on, it would just default to off.
Now, see, that's funny because sometimes touch things do,
Yeah.
and I have one lamp. So I bought two lamps from Target a couple of years ago. They are the same brand. They were both touch and they had dimming ability and all that stuff. One of them is a bar, the other one is a ring. The bar, once I set it to on and I got the dim thing, it goes on and off with a timer. The ring, I have to turn it on every single morning. But once it's on, the timer will automatically turn it off.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I have to worry about, is like just turning it on sometime during the day. And then, it'll automatically turn off. So, but it is what it is. But it's just funny that it's like it's even the same exact brand and everything. It's just
Mhm.
like, one's round and one's a bar. And
Well, dang, now I need to put that on a timer.
yeah.
And that will solve all my issues. But no, I was thinking about setting up. I haven't told Nathan yet, or I might have mentioned it on stream, but not actually talked to him in person yet. But I want to set up a second 10-gallon tank, because Petco's about to get all that new plant stuff in, and I'm really curious about these CO2 tabs. Yeah, it's CO2 tabs, and you put them in a specialized tab diffuser. And I'm really curious how it works. So I kind of want to use it. I want to get a CO2 system for my current tank and then get the CO2 tabs and kind of make actual content and hopefully upload it. But yeah, those are doo doo. Well, I am one of those people where I have to see for myself. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the ones that I've seen where you just put the tab in and it just bubbles or whatever, those are garbage. But
Yeah,
what
no, this
you're
comes with a
talking about
diffuser.
in a type of diffuser and having it go in there, that might be a little bit better. But one of the aquatic vendors that I was talking to today at the reptile thing, she was like, "Well, I don't do CO2." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't do CO2 either," because we were talking about this crypt that we had trying to figure out if it was Wenti green, Wenti bronze, or what it is, because it just had like a little bit of color to it, even though it's mostly green. And she's like, "Well, I don't use CO2." But she was talking about how, like, some people use yeast, and it's like, yeah, there's people
Yeah.
that use yeast, but the biggest problem with that sort of thing is you pretty much get a lot of CO2 at first, and then it just kind of dwindles away pretty quickly. And
Well,
so it's like,
that's that new Fluval run one, right? Where we talked about it. It probably comes with like yeast and some kind of feed
yeah,
for
now
it,
see, that one has a built-in, like, not a
like a valve.
solenoid, but it has like, yeah, a valve where you can adjust the amount of CO2 that's being released,
Yeah.
which at least keeps it kind of controlled. And there's DIY ways to do that. But yeah, like a lot of the times you'll just get a lot at first and then you just won't really get much later on.
Hi,
Um,
Melvin.
so, you know, collecting the CO2 and putting it into a pressurized system and then slowly releasing that is the best way to do those sorts of things.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't really know a whole lot about CO2.
Me
And
either.
I've
On
done
my
it a
Wed
little bit.
on
I
my
know that
Wednesday.
the old
Sorry.
fluval canisters are just a complete waste of money, so don't do that.
Yeah, Kelly was in my stream on Wednesday, and Steven was like, "Tell Kelly what you want to buy," and I was like, "Kelly, I want to do CO2. Show me, show me. Where should I go?" And then so she told me a website. They're expensive, but it'll be worth it. And if I get that one and these two CO2 tabs like are utter crap, then I can just run another line and run both of the tanks off the same CO2 system.
Yeah, yeah,
So I have a fallback plan in case these tabs are crap.
yeah. One of these days I'll get the good old paintball setup, with the big
Yep.
canister and all that. The big thing that I want, since all my systems are all set up on timers and all that, is to, get a solenoid so that my CO2 can be on an automatic timer as well and not have to constantly, mess with it. And that's what was really dumb about the Fluval system too, is that valve was like
Yeah.
really sensitive, that
Super
especially
sensitive.
when it was a fresh tube, fresh canister. Which that's what sucked about those canisters too, is it was also very much kind of like the yeast thing. The canister was so small to where you get a whole lot of CO2 pressure like right away at the beginning, and then after a day or two, you're like barely getting much of anything, and the whole canister maybe lasts a week to 2 weeks total if you're using it the minimum amount. Um, so yeah, that just kind of sucks all in general. But it's super sensitive. You'll touch it just the tiniest amount, and it'll just be bubbles just going nuts, and then you'll just tighten it to the little, and it'll just like almost completely shut off. And you're like, dang it! So then you're just opening it just the slightest amount. You don't even feel it move, but all of a sudden, just bubbles just start pouring out again. And it's like, and you're trying to do this all before you're like trying to get ready for work and all that. And so you're getting frustrated and twist on, off, on, off, on, off,
Like,
on, off.
I have to leave in 2 minutes. Come on.
Yep. It's just that the cheap Fluval system, and I
Yeah.
say cheap, but it's really not cheap at all, is not worth it. Do not get it. Those canisters, you just waste so much money on them. They're like freaking 15 to 20 bucks a piece or something like that. And like I said, they only last like 2 weeks. So you get like that 6-pack that's like 60, or the 3-pack that's like 60 bucks, and that lasts you a month.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Steven was telling me, he's like, "Yeah, get a 5-pound pressurized tank and you'll be set for a year." I was like, "Yeah."
you get the big one. You just take it to a paintball place and have them fill it up for freaking $5.
Yep.
And then, or depending on what type of place it is, sometimes they give you a full canister and they take the
Like
empty one.
exchange. Like propane.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that Soda Stream thing is CO2, right? It's just pressurized CO2
I
in the
think so.
Soda Stream bottles, right? So you could even, DIY your own system to connect up to the Soda Stream bottles, and there's a whole exchange with the Soda Stream bottles, even though that's a more expensive exchange. I think if you bring your canister back, you get like $5 off the purchase of another one, which those are like probably like 20 bucks a piece or whatever too, but they are much larger than the little bitty one you're gonna get from Fluval. So there's that.
I was supposed to buy dog food today and I forgot.
Mm.
But I have enough to last me until I get off work tomorrow. So for Miko. It's Miko's food.
Yeah.
My puppy. Which, by the way, I haven't shown him on stream in a while. Let's see if he'll come.
He's the best. So adorable.
He got groomed. Apparently, he is still traumatized. But oh, there he is. He's right outside the door. He hates baths. He apparently tried to climb up the groomer to get out of the bathtub. Come here.
Oh man.
And then he hated the force dryer. Apparently, he was trying to eat the hose. Ooh, you fell. Come here. Oh my goodness. Oh. But then he did great for his haircut. There's my baby. You're too white. You're freaking the camera out.
Yeah, you can do soda water. Or you can always
good.
You can just get an empty bottle and fill it up with CO2 upside down, and it'll just kind of passively release it as well. Oh my gosh, he's so good.
He is so cute. And now he smells good.
It makes me kind of sad too, because one of my friends had to put down their puppy today.
Oh.
Not puppy at all. He was like 12, I think.
They're always puppies. They're forever puppies.
Yeah, and Logan was a good German Shepherd, and a big German Shepherd, but yeah, his kidneys and stuff just started failing and all that. So they took him out today and drove him around and took him to the park, and they took him to McDonald's where he got 4 McDoubles and a vanilla ice cream cone. And it's like he hadn't been eating very much recently. So for him to go and smash 4 McDoubles and an ice cream cone, like
I saw a TikTok where somebody was taking their like old golden, like you could tell from looking it was old, and they're like on their way to, finally like put him down and stuff. They're like, no dog should pass without knowing what chocolate tastes like. And they gave him a little Dove chocolate. I was like, the last little treat. Oh my God.
Well, apparently with dogs, they are not that allergic to theobromine to where chocolate is not going to just like, it would take a significant amount of chocolate to actually kill a dog.
Depends on the cacao percentage. So like dark chocolate is worse than like milk chocolate.
Right. But apparently cats are much more severely allergic to like theobromine. So it's much more deadly to cats than it is dogs. So keep your cats away from chocolates. And also peppermint oil is very, very bad for cats. And cats especially, they're masters of disguising their illnesses. So with peppermint oil, you almost won't even know until it's too late. I would need to be put down if I ate 4 burgers.
That's what I had for I guess early dinner. I got home and I was like, Nathan, I'm starving. I should have messaged you asking if you wanted me to stop somewhere. He goes, well, we can still go out. You're still dressed. We can go back out. And I was like, okay, but you're driving. Which I don't have to say. He always drives when we go out. So we went to McDonald's and I got a triple cheeseburger and a 10-piece nugget. And it was so good.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I had Chick-fil-A for lunch today, and I had Chick-fil-A for dinner last night.
Flopped over. What are you doing?
So good. But I need to eat something for real. Like, we're only an hour into the show, and I'm like just thinking about I need food. I spent like all of a sudden at like 7:30 or whatever. Maybe no, it was later than 7:30. It was like 7:35, 7:37. I was like, oh, I want to edit together something real quick about, the little video about the, what did we buy today?
Yeah.
I wanted to edit that together real quick and put that together before the stream.
I was wondering whenever you said that, I was like, what was he editing together?
It ended up taking a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. And I was like a minute or two late to stream, yeah.
That's okay. I was scrolling TikTok and I looked down and it's like 8 minutes till. I was like, oh crap.
And then
Go
like
to the bathroom. Get my drink.
backstage, and my microphone wasn't working because it couldn't discern. I had the product freaking power director still open when I was opening the web page and stuff for StreamYard, so my microphone didn't know whether to be connected to voice meter, to power director, or to StreamYard or what. And it just wasn't working. So
Right.
I had to like unplug it and plug it back in and recalibrate my settings. Corned beef hash. Ugh.
Yeah, oh no, I love corned beef hash. Mark says I just put corned beef in the slow cooker for dinner. Mmm.
And see, I
He
do
does
like
love
corned
it.
beef. I don't care for cabbage, but I'll eat the corned beef. Yeah. I like to make a sandwich out of corned beef.
He does love his mommy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Mhm.
He actually just walks surprisingly good on a leash. I'm terrible about walking my dogs regularly. But no, he does surprisingly good on a leash. Um
Mhm.
but yeah, his manners, he just wants to run up to everybody and be like, "Hey, pet me. Hey, pet me. Hey, pet me." Yeah, that's you.
Well,
That's what you sound like when you're out in public.
because that's what dogs get. Yep.
Mhm.
Everybody's best friend.
You are everybody's best. And you know you're cute. You know you can get away with it.
We got I'm Just Legacy here. How you doing, Melvin? Hope you're doing all right.
Chili cheese sausage dogs. Like breakfast sausage?
No, I'm the like kielbasa sausage, I guess.
Oh. What about Braunschweiger? Do you like Braunschweiger?
I have never had it, and I'm never going to.
Oh. Do you like
Just
processed meat?
no.
Bologna or Vienna sausage?
I mean, I kind of like bologna-ish or whatever, but not so much, really. I do like sausage, and it's funny because like I was ordering a meat lovers pizza the other night at karaoke, and on Thursday, and their meat lovers. I was looking at it, and it was sausage, bacon, pepperoni, and hamburger, and so I was like, huh. Well, how much is a pizza with 4 toppings on it versus just ordering this? Because hamburger is just kind of lame. I don't want hamburger. I want twice the sausage because hamburger is just unflavored sausage. So
Right?
I was like trying to figure out like, is it cheaper to order the meat lovers and substitute the sausage for the hamburger, or is it cheaper to order a pizza and get 4 toppings? Well, luckily they allowed me to order the meat lovers and just do the substitution for the same price as the meat lovers. So that rocked. But then it also they apparently ran out of small pizza dough. So they gave me a large pizza for the price of the small, and I got double the sausage that I wanted on it. So it was just a win-win-win. And I ended up sharing some of the pizza with like my brother and his girlfriend and my other friends that were there too, because I had a whole giant pizza. Don't put pineapple in pizza, or am I wrong? I don't ever order pineapple on pizza, but if somebody ordered a Hawaiian pizza that had pineapple and the Canadian bacon on it or whatever, I wouldn't mind a bite or two. I wouldn't mind a piece. Like I don't
I do.
not like pepperoni on pizza, but I don't order pepperoni on pizza.
I order pineapple on my pizza. I love
But
it.
if you add like some jalapenos on there too, it's even better. Or it's even better if you use like habaneros or like a habanero salsa with the pineapple and all that. Oh, it's so good. The spicy, the sweet. Speaking of, I have some pineapple in my fridge right now that sounds really good. But it's funny though, cockatiels do not like pineapple. They're
Huh.
like scared of it. I was trying to give them pineapple, and they were like, "No, no." I put it in their food bowl, and they like ate all around it, and were actually it was funny. They were like scared to like go up to their food bowl for a little bit. They're like, "What is that thing
Yeah.
in our food bowl?"
Surprised Miko's tolerating it for so. It's because he's sleepy. He keeps laying his head down.
Do they have the Hawaiian pizza in Hawaii? And it's just called pizza.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have Chinese food in China. It's just called food. Pepper jelly on English muffins. I like jalapeno jelly. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Cockatiels are smart birds. Yeah. Let's say I like pineapple.
Yeah, say anything new you give to a bird, they think it's like big and scary and terrible.
Yeah.
We have a yellow.
Just take a bite, you'll like it. You know, like I'm
yeah.
talking to a kid.
We have a yellow Quaker parrot at work now because we sold the albino one. I keep forgetting to get a picture of him, but oh my god, my camera.
Does the yellow one have albinism in it as well? Does it have the red eye?
I think so. I'd have to double check. Yeah, they have plenty of spam in Hawaii, that's for sure. But I actually brought a whole container of unsalted cashews to work to try to, befriend the parrots a little quicker. But I went to go grab some because one of my coworkers had the door open. I was like, "Oh, let me go grab some cashews really quick." So I grabbed a handful and I walk over, and she's notorious for not eating like granola bars or nuts or dried fruit. She's like, "No, that's rabbit food." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So I walk over with the handful. I'm like, "Are you willing to eat some of these?" And she goes, "Ew, no." I was like, "All right, then scooch over." They have to watch you eating it, and then they get really curious. They're like, "Oh, what you got? What you got?" And then that's how I get Marco to try new things. Is I have to sit there and eat it first.
Well, see, I was sitting there eating
yeah.
pineapple in front of them, and it's like, no.
Oh, they're still like, nope.
Nope.
They're like, nope, nope, nope. But yeah, he kind of looked at me, and the other coworker that was standing there, she's like, "Oh, that got his attention real quick." I'm like, "Oh yeah, birds are nosy as heck."
Yep.
Birds are hella nosy.
They're smart. They're
social.
Super cool.
Yeah, any new toy I get from Marco, I have to sit there and pretend like I'm playing with it. And then she'll come over like, "What do you got?" And I'm like, "I got a new toy. You like it?" And then I'll hang it up on her thing and she's fine with it. But if I just put it in there, no. I've done the biggest atrocity in the world by putting something strange in her cage.
Yeah. Apparently, my mom doesn't really care much for starlings, but I think I might have changed her mind today because she was taking me to the car dealer and all that. And when we were there and like leaving after finding out that my car wasn't ready yet because of the whole like breaking and entering thing that happened, we saw a little starling. I'm like, "Ooh, starlings! Those are so cool." And she's like, "Oh, so you like starlings?" I'm like, "Yeah." A lot of people don't like them because they're like invasive and all that stuff, but I think they're super cool. They're beautiful birds, and they're like aside from like corvids, the ravens and magpies and stuff, they're like the best bird out there as far as mimicking and making sounds. Like they're even better than like macaws and all that sort of stuff. And she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." Like, and so I had to like look up some YouTube videos, of course, to show her. And so freaking it is really cool what these birds can do. Let me freaking like this one.
Who's my sweet angel?
There's one that I follow on TikTok who's got scissor beak, so that means the beak isn't lined up right. And he goes, "What the fuck? Hello. Good morning. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's so cute. Konnichiwa. Let me see if I can find it.
Wow. But they'll do like car alarms. They're thinking like talk. Oh, of course, freaking ad. Let me not share the ad. If ads are lame. Okay.
I'm gonna give him a kiss.
Gonna give him a kiss.
Gonna give him a kiss.
Gonna give him a kiss. My sweet turd.
My sweet turd bird.
Who's my precious jabby bird?
Who's my precious jabby bird?
Who's my precious jabby bird?
Who's my sweet jabby angel?
Who's my precious?
Who's my sweet jabby angel?
The rude bird. I guess that's what makes it rude. It just makes
Oh,
farts
it's
sound.
not a starling. It's a different bird. His name's Argyle.
Oh.
Well, I gotta find the right video.
Spam is recovered meat. Recovered from the floor? No, recovered from whatever they didn't use for anything else. Got like bone and other stuff.
There we go. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
let me
no,
share screen.
actually, the funny is right though. Like spam actually isn't that gross of what it is. It's made out of stuff better than a hot dog, actually. But
I don't know if this audio is gonna go through. You have to let me know. All right, ready?
Give the people what they want.
Could you hear it?
yep, we can hear it.
Okay.
Good morning.
No, they don't want a good morning.
So it's a Mayan bird.
Good morning.
No. You know what they want to hear. They didn't really probably want to see you yawn.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear your best phrase, Argyle. Everyone's waiting.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
It's the best. But yeah, Argyle the Mayan. Or Mina? Mina. Helps if I can actually read. Dyslexia. But yeah.
No, huh.
Mina. We call them Bio birds. Bao birds?
They're in the starling family. Okay. Gotcha. Huh.
Oh yeah, I highlighted his comment earlier and we didn't address it. But yeah, spam is processed meat. Yeah, recovered meat, shit ton of salt. Yeah.
Yeah. All the scraps after the good cuts are removed. Yeah. But I mean, you say good cuts, like meat is meat, you know? Like sometimes the meat that's not the easiest to get to and that doesn't have the easiest and prettiest cut is like the best stuff, you know? Like, gosh, I love like the chicken wings and stuff. Like the best part is that meat that's like in between the two bones, you know? That's best. Or like the stuff that's like right here of the chicken is like super tender, the tenderloins and all that, you know. But I mean, the stuff that's in between, like they get all that other stuff out. It's good stuff. It's still good meat.
I loathe Indian mynas, a pest species here. Oh, I bet.
Meat close to the bone has best flavor. But yeah, so the Indian
Like
miners
rib.
are species the same way those spotted starlings are a pest species here in the United States. They're not supposed to be here, but I still like them, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they're not
like
supposed to be here.
ribs. Ribs is a good example.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of meat between those bones, but it's damn good.
Speaking of birds, he's just going nuts back there.
I had a steak pie. I love steak pie. I took one bite and almost puked. I got the wrong one by mistake. It had kidney in it. Didn't know I didn't like kidney. Now I do. Or I do now. I don't think I've had kidney. I've had liver before. Nathan Hovey. Hello, hello. Hearts. Chicken hearts are good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had kidney either. I've definitely had liver, and
I feel like
had
kidney would be chewy.
and I've had tongue, and I've had heart. In fact, deer heart's one of my favorite things. I'm hoping one of my deer hunting buddies brings me another heart this year because they don't ever tend to use it. They get all the other good cuts and stuff, and sometimes they'll give me a sausage or two as well. But yeah, I like to get the deer heart.
Steak and kidney pudding. I've never had like a meat pudding before. That sounds gross.
It's
Me as an American, pudding should be sweet always.
Well, I'm pretty sure the term pudding in some cultures actually means like a sausage. Like when they say blood
Like
pudding, it's not actually
pudding.
The black pudding and blood pudding or whatever is actually it's blood sausage that is then finely cut up or whatever. Like,
Lady Diane, hello, hello.
food is the current topic because Danny's hungry and he didn't eat for the live stream.
Yeah, I was gonna mention this earlier. The cheeks of some animals, yeah, like pig cheeks. That's another one that I've heard is very tender and good.
Yeah. Yeah, your own cheek apparently, like you could easily bite through your own cheeks. It's just like the pain just like stops you from doing it. Same with like your fingers.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can bite your finger just as easily as you can bite a baby carrot.
Yeah, same pressure.
You just can't actually physically do it to yourself because the pain just won't allow you to like bite hard enough.
Self-preservation just won't let you do it.
Yep.
Yeah, so Bunny, Nathan's grandma, is a retired nurse, and yeah, because of that, she refuses to eat like livers and kidneys because they are filters for your body, so they catch all the bad stuff. Why would she eat that? Like that's
kind of one of the reasons why I don't want to eat kidney. Liver is a little bit different because it's got all the iron and stuff. But this channel is definitely not for those vegans, for sure. Vegans kill more living creatures than anybody else on this planet. Did you know that?
Why did they say birds and the bees when parents have the talk? Birds and bees can't mate. I think I heard an explanation, but I can't remember.
Because birds lay eggs and bees are pollinators. So it's You need
oh, yeah. Yeah, the phrase "the birds and the bees" is a term used to explain the mechanics of reproduction to younger children, relying on the imagery of bees pollinating and eggs hatching. to substitute for more technical explanation of sexual intercourse. Oh,
Yep,
that makes sense.
not quite literal. It's figurative. With a little yellow mustard. Ooh, I got a whole dozen more eggs the other day, and now I want to make a bunch of deviled eggs. It's so nice having, a coworker that goes to so many different farms, and my sister has all of her chickens and stuff. Eventually, I'm gonna get a bunch of chickens myself. You got me a gift, huh? I'll bring ice cream. Okay. I almost,
I'll come over with a spoon.
Speaking Diane, so Diane has recently, I'm not sure if she's been saying anything on YouTube or anything like that, because I don't know, I haven't seen any notifications of her making any shorts about that. I know she's been posting shorts about fish and stuff like that, but she got a rock tumbler, and she's been like tumbling crystals and doing lots of stuff like that. And so that's probably something along with it. But she got me this. Well, she didn't get me. She had this really cool crystal, and I was admiring it. And she's like, "You want it? You can have it." I'm like, "Okay, cool."
You're attracted to it. Obviously, it's meant for you.
But now they had this one of the tables today at the expo. They had some crystals and stuff, and there's this one that I have no idea what the stone was. It wasn't labeled, and they were busy and stuff, and I didn't really feel like asking what it was, but it was just like,
of it?
I'm going to try to find a picture of it.
I have 2 rock tumblers there, amazingly fun. I think I want a rock tumbler. I would have to put it out in the garage or in the basement, because they can be noisy, right? Depending on what you put in there.
Yeah, I'm not finding.
We have lots of crystal enthusiasts in the Fish Fam. And babies is brought from the stork to the parents. That's right.
It might have been red jasper or something, but it had these. I'm just going to show so I can kind of show you what I'm describing. It kind of had these marbled like features on it, where it kind of looked like that, but not exactly like that. Like more like the white was its separate thing that was kind of running through it like veins, and it had like circular cells. And I have no idea what it was, but
like a jasper, maybe.
It might have been a jasper,
like a red jasper, or a red agate.
Jasper, but it was just a really, really, really bright red, and it looked cool. She's studying rocks this winter. The tumbler's in the basement. Now you have a rock saw too. Oh my gosh!
Cut some geodes. Apparently, you can find geodes in the creek all over in Missouri.
Oh yeah, geodes and different fossils and stuff like that too. Ham and cheddar sandwich with I want a good old ham and cheese too, but I don't put Dijon. I put Miracle Whip on there.
Ham and cheese on a roll with the orange drink. If you know, you know.
Stack of pickles on there about that thick,
and a small bag of chips.
And chips on the sandwich.
And anybody get the reference? It's just me being lost on TikTok. You probably don't understand. Apparently, J-Lo made a movie, and she was being interviewed for it. And you know how she always talks about being from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Well, they said, "What's your bodega order?" And bodega is kind of like a corner shop, like a sandwich shop. And she's like, "Oh, my bodega order. Let's see, ham and cheese on a roll, and an orange drink. If you know, you know." And a small bag of chips, and everybody's bashing her because that is not how you order sandwiches from a bodega. They have their own code language for everything, and they're like, "The fuck is that? Like, if I went to my bodega and ordered that, they tell me to get the F out. Like, that is not how you order from a bodega, and it's hilarious.
Yep. Yeah. Don't be
They were
fooled
like,
by the. But I got absolute Jenny from the block. Not
yeah, right. Yeah, saying they're like an orange drink. What does that mean? That could be a Fanta. That could be a Sunkiss. That could be a Sunny D. Like, what do you mean an orange drink? What are you talking about? And chips, a small bag of chips. What chips? What chips are you talking about?
I want a ham Sammy, the Aussie way loaded extra brick. That's how you order bodega sandwich. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they got their own like code language. It's hilarious.
But yeah, I like pickles on my sandwiches so much that it's like most of the time it's actually I'm having a pickle sandwich with ham and cheese on it, not a ham and cheese sandwich with pickles.
I was talking and whistling to a Turtis Marula for 5 minutes the other day outside my mother's house. It repeated everything I did until a car came. Aww. That's cute. You order weed from a real bodega.
Oh, yeah, the common blackbird. Well, not common where we are. At least ours don't look this pretty. See,
I
the
do know that
eraser
they have a code
is
like that.
gorgeous.
Oh, those are cute.
Our blackbirds look more like rooks, where they just have the nasty, like black gray beard and all scraggly looking. Like American blackbird.
I like turtles. Now that kid was so funny. I wonder what he's up to these
These are
days.
blackbirds.
You're right, all black with really creepy eyes.
Yeah. Evil.
Never had horseradish, never will. If you've ever had sushi, the wasabi is actually just green horseradish. So
Yeah.
you may have had horseradish, just didn't know.
If you didn't see the sushi person come out with a giant green pineapple looking root thing, and they actually ground off some right in front of you, you did not have real wasabi with your sushi.
Don't they use like what is that hide that they use to grind it on? Is it like it's not shark skin, is it? Or it's some kind of like mildly rough hide of some animal, some specific animal. Okay, let me Google it. Hold on. It's gonna drive me crazy.
Maybe it is shark. I don't know. Nope, don't eat the wasabi or the ginger. I definitely don't eat the ginger. I use a little bit of the wasabi sometimes, but I don't really care for sushi in general. I like my fish cooked and seasoned and all that.
Yeah, shark skin is the traditional material for grating wasabi. Yeah.
You had a show chicken that was jet black, including the eyes. It was really neat. Was it the I can't remember what species it is, but there's an actual species of chicken that is literally all black. Like even the skin is black, the meat is black.
Oh, I am Chimani chickens.
I am Chimani. Yeah, that one. I can't spell it. I don't know how to spell it. Sushi is not raw fish. Sushi is rice. Well, whatever. The thing with the whole thing in the roll, I don't like that. And I don't like seaweed either.
Yeah, I am Chimani.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
I spelled it wrong too, but Google knew what I was talking about.
Yeah. Look up I am Chimani like meat and then go to images. Yeah, the eggs are solid black.
All right, hold on.
You didn't have to delete what you already had written there.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, there we go. It's
Yeah.
all black.
It, like, it's so weird. Like, how do you know it's done being cooked?
Thermometer. You probably take a core temperature, or you just know.
Yeah.
You just know how to cook chicken.
Right.
But yeah, the tongue is
That's
black. The
crazy.
feet are black. The eyes are black. Everything's black.
I wonder what their eggs look like when you like crack it open. Like, is the yolk black?
I don't think so. Oh no, they're not. They don't lay black eggs. They actually lay like brown eggs. So their eggs are not black.
Look up yolk. This is my egg yolk.
No, just a normal.
Oh.
That is not. No. I don't know. Maybe they're. I don't know. This is a question for Silver Creek. You said hi earlier. Where are you, Tommy? Tommy, we need your chicken input. He did come in
I
and
don't
say
know if
hi,
he
right?
was. I think he's here yet.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he hasn't popped in.
But he
yet.
might not even know.
I would be more surprised if he didn't know.
Well, the only way he would actually like know is if he knew somebody that had them or had some himself, and then cracked the eggs up.
Black chicken clucking in the dead of night.
Cats, their fur and their skin. Oh, speaking of animals with their fur versus their skin and what color they actually are.
Are you gonna bring up polar bears?
Well, I was going to secondarily, but the primary animal that I was going to bring up is this. Is a zebra black with white stripes, or is it white with black stripes?
Oh my god, I've been told the answer and I knew that I was wrong. Like I guessed wrong, but I don't remember which one's which now. Is it black with white stripes?
Yes, that is the correct answer. Because if you were to shave a zebra, their skin and everything, they would be black. They have white fur on top of their black skin, and so they have white stripes. And the base coat is black as well. But the question about the black eggs, Lady Diane, was the I am Samani chickens, the ones that are the ultra blacks that have black everything. The egg yolk, is it like black or different color or whatever too, or is it just like, do they look like normal eggs?
I did see that, Nathan.
When you Google I am Somebody egg yolks, you don't know if they're showing you actual egg yolks or just regular egg yolks or whatever else. So
she says no, they're normal.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, Nathan Hovey got puffers. He got two Amazon puffers.
All right. Amazon puffers. Hey, maybe after my blue ram's horn snails start going nuts, I'll just start sending you some snails.
Well, see, Lee, I brought up polar bears because polar bear's skin is actually black.
Yes, so polar bears are a fascinating creature, actually. They are black. Polar bears are black. If you were to shave a polar bear, they would be black. And what's even more amazing is their fur is not white. Their fur is actually clear. It's completely translucent, well, transparent, actually. But there's so many different layers, and the way it refracts the light in itself, they just kind of look white or sometimes kind of a yellowy color if they get wet or, different things like that. But no, they're actually black.
Yeah. And how does
How
the
does
blackbird protect white
blackbird-
eggs anyway? I think it probably is just camouflage. I don't know. That's my guess. To make it look like rocks. I don't know.
Oh, here's a razor. See that bear over there?
He needs a haircut. Ice caps are melting. It's getting a little warm. He needs a haircut.
Yeah.
I'll give you 20 bucks to go
Oh,
shave
yeah.
that bear.
It's funny as I finally got my scales under control, and now I'll need to keep them in stock so the pups have something to eat when they want. Yeah, I know, right?
Set you up a 10-gallon with some ram's horns and some pond snails.
Yeah, there you go. Their hair works like fiber optic cable. Their skin is black because it takes in all the heat, and they're also the only animal that actively hunts humans.
Yes, I did hear that.
They actively hunt humans. They can smell you from like a mile away.
Nope, I think
and
up like tons of miles away.
several miles away. But what's so crazy is their sense of smell is so strong that they can smell you through, I believe, an entire like 2-foot sheets of ice. Like they can smell you through a bunker. Like
Yeah.
you may be underground, but they can still smell you. Like,
They know you're there.
and so if you see a polar bear in the wild, that polar bear has known where you are much longer than you knew where it was. And it's been hunting you.
It's freaky when polar bears just finished a hunt and they're bright red with seal blood. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know what you did last
They
summer.
know what you did last summer. They can smell it.
I have a massive nose, but it doesn't work. I can't smell a thing. So unfair. Oh no. Same thing with cougars. Yes. Cougars are so good at hunting. Like, yeah.
Never ever turn your back on a cougar though, because that's what they want you to do. And
So-
you just keep facing them.
Has anybody seen that viral video of that guy walking down a trail and he comes across a mom cougar and her 2 cubs? He actually works at Nathan's knife store. Like our favorite knife
Oh,
store
yeah.
that's over in Illinois. He works there. He works for GP Knives. Yeah, it's crazy. He had to walk backwards. Like him taking that video is him walking backwards from this cougar because he knew not to turn his back to it.
Yeah.
Or a mountain, yeah, cougar, mountain lion, same difference. But yeah.
Mhm. Cougar, mountain lion, puma, all the same cat.
Oh, Blade HQ. Sorry, not GP Knives. And now he works at
I'm
Wheat
not sure if it's all the same. If
Sorry.
if it's the same video that I've seen or not. Where it's like
Seen that video.
he's like constantly backing up, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
popping at him and
Uh-huh.
stuff. Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah.
So he's not a local guy. Sorry, I thought he was. I thought he worked for G. No, it's the other main knife website that he orders from, Blade HQ.
Catamount. Yeah, I've heard that name too. If it's black,
Yeah.
fight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If
I'm sorry.
Ground,
Sorry.
put it down. If it's white, say goodnight. Yep.
Yep. They're all the same
We're talking
animal.
about bears here.
Hi, Coro. Fish fed, pajamas on. Grab the ice
Oh.
cream, unless she's out of ice cream, in which, Danny, you need to go bring ice cream to Lady Diane.
I don't know how she goes through that much ice cream.
I can believe it, because I also go through that much ice cream.
But then again, I go through the same equivalent in mac and cheese. So
Oh, yes.
see, the way that a stereotypical woman eats ice cream after a breakup, just eating it by the bowl. Like I
It's a
just
full
would
meal.
eat ice cream that way. I not ice cream. I eat macaroni and cheese that way. Just get a big old pot and just
Oh
eat
yeah.
it. Oh yeah.
Cougar, mountain lion, catamount, puma. They're all the same species, just different colors. Different catch points. Catch points. That's the difference.
I wouldn't even say they're different colors. Yeah, it's just different locations and different nicknames for it. The same way you know, the technical name is a crayfish, but people call them crawdads or crawdaddies, crawfish. Um, but yeah, there's different locations.
Hello, Koro, by the way. She said, I am out, bought more. LOL. There you go. There you go.
Cougars are usually well dressed and inhabit nightclubs. Yes.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm so
Or
hungry.
they come into like the pet store and they buy a big like 30-pound bag of food and go, oh, this bag's so heavy. Can you get a man to come carry this out to my car? And then I show up and they're like, isn't there a guy who can help me out with this? I'm like, nope, just me. All girls working today. Sorry.
No, what I love it is, there's a couple times at Pet Supplies Plus where, can somebody help me out with this? And then little bitty girl that's like 5 foot tall, weighs probably 80 pounds, just freaking throws that bag and right up on her shoulder.
On
Where are
the
you
shoulder.
going with it?
Yep.
It's like, yeah.
Or when I'm picking up online orders, they come like curbside or whatever, and I just pick it up. They're like, "You picked that up like it's nothing." I'm like, "This is my 10th bag today. I've had to pick up. Like, this is my life."
Yep. This is my life. But oh man, at the Reptile Expo today, there's so many different vendors that had all these different custom enclosures and stuff. A lot of them were just like, snake breeders that were just trying to get rid of old enclosures, things like that. Had pull out drawers, sliding glass panels, all these different cool things. But there's one lady that was doing the stuff that I always kind of think about doing in my head, but never actually do. Like she was getting like old lanterns and turning it into a terrarium, and just old like music boxes that had like glass on them and stuff, and turning it into terrariums. Just anything that could be turned into a terrarium was being turned into them. And if I wouldn't have already had, this one set up for the tarantula, I would have bought like this little lantern because it was so cool.
That is so cool.
And she's like, yep, he finds the stuff and I just put it all together. It's like, that's so great. I love it. I should have taken some pictures of that stuff, but I didn't. Because by that time I was walking around with the tarantula and springtails and stuff. And so I was just walking around enjoying stuff. But yeah, I almost thought about going live while I was there. But then it's like, well, I got the live stream later tonight and I'll just talk about it all then.
Yeah.
And I also thought about just taking a whole bunch of pictures and stuff, but I just wanted to enjoy it.
It's really cool. So that show is usually like once a month. They usually always put their dates on their Facebook page. But yeah, if you ever want to make a trip to St. Louis, and you love reptiles, definitely try to plan it when the reptile show is in town because it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty much a lot like those like those big fish events or whatever, but it's just full of all different things. And oh my gosh, there was somebody selling like all this different driftwood and stuff there. They had this like gigantic piece of like ghost wood or whatever that I was just like, oh my gosh, that's like almost a perfect piece for my pond. And he's like, you should buy it. I'm like,
Yep.
I'm thinking about it.
Is it in that first hallway? Like right before you get into the room?
Oh no, it was in the room.
Oh,
And it
in
was
the
a
room.
huge piece of driftwood. We're talking a piece of wood like the size of me.
Nice.
Um, there's like it's 280. I'm just like, oh, that's a really good price.
Yeah.
And I almost went out
You
with that
almost
piece
spent
of
it.
wood.
Yep.
But
Oh, that
it's
is tempting.
I can't be doing all this stuff when I'm getting ready to buy a car and all that. Even though
Yeah.
I'm getting an insurance check, I'm not trying to buy the whole car off at once. I'm actually going to get a finance, pay it off in like 3 or 4 payments, but use
Yep.
some of the extra money from the insurance check to pay my credit card off and get myself kind of back to where I need to be,
Yep.
because I'm kind of behind on some of these things, and it'd be great to be able to pay that credit card off and not have to sit there and like worry about, how close I am to my credit limit or whatever. But then also like having to worry about how am I ever going to pay it back too. So that's nice. A friend of mine started the brand Back to Nature in the late 1980s. They rented out free hanging terrariums formed like a UFO. Oh, nice. Fish extravaganza at Maasai, April 29th. 21st, DOC is speaking. Swap on Saturday. Auction on Sunday. Doctor, 10 a.m. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe the 20th and 21st.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Dang it, that's not the Sunday I'm off. I'm off on the 14th.
In St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes,
Yeah.
the 14th is the Sunday that I'm off. Dang it!
But a lot of that stuff is like live streamed and all that on the Maasai YouTube channel. So you
Yeah.
can find it there. Goalie man. I'm so hungry. I'm thinking about just ending the live stream early to go eat.
Go eat. That's why I keep cheese sticks around, is because they're just enough to take the edge off.
Yeah.
Okay, don't come then. I have to work. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to go, it's that I can't because I'm married to my job.
The 20th is we're doing something for my niece's birthday. 21st, I might be able to go.
Is that schedule even made yet?
Someone has forgotten to hit the like.
I mean, I
Yeah.
open on the 20th. I'm off at 4:30, but that might be too late.
We got 28 people overall watching. Make sure you hit the like button and then hop over to the other channel and hit the like button. All that is in the description. You can just hop over and all that stuff.
Yeah. I was smart. I actually made a doc on my phone that has all that pre-written, so I just have to copy and paste it so I don't forget it anymore.
Nice. You didn't set it as your upload defaults?
No, because I have an extra line for your links for whenever we stream together, and then I just copy like under that line for my Wednesday streams.
Yeah, that's right. You do your own live stream too, so you don't want to necessarily link me every time.
Yeah. Too late, Gina. Sigh. I know, 4:30 is too late, and then I probably wouldn't get there till like 4:45, 5 o'clock. So.
Yep.
Because I'm coming from Fentonia.
But yeah, that's the work schedule. That's what's been so frustrating with this whole trying to buy a car thing and insurance and all that is that I work. Well, it's not exactly my schedule, but I'm busy with work in both travel and all that pretty much from 7 a.m. all the way until 7 p.m. So, banks are closed when I'm not working. and a lot of businesses are closed when I'm not working, and so it's very hard to get a lot of this stuff done. And so it's like, yeah, the ignition replacement or whatever, because the car got broken into, is coming on Monday, but I can't pick up the car all the way until next Saturday, and hopefully it doesn't get broken into again,
Right.
and so that they'll still pay for it, which is good. The guy that I'm buying the car from seems like a nice guy. He's got a paralegal degree, which I think is interesting for being a car salesman. But yeah.
I'll be there all day Saturday. Come if you can. Gonna try to break my 750 record at the swap.
Yeah.
Oh, but you said you had to cancel your haircut. Did you reschedule it? Did you say if you rescheduled it?
Yeah. So I canceled my haircut for next Saturday since I have to buy the car during that same time, because my appointment was at 11 a.m. And well, in order to finance the car, I have to be there, before noon. So he said you can call me and do like a conference call at like 9:30, and we could get all the financing situated over the phone, and then I could go to my appointment. And as long as I can pick up the check from the bank before 1 p.m., then it should be fine. But I just decided to go ahead and cancel my appointment anyway. But the earliest I could schedule was May 1st, which is actually a Wednesday, but I already scheduled to be off work that week.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. Because I was like, oh, that's like a few days before my birthday.
That was going to be the week that I was going to get, my garden and everything like fully going. That's my get my yard ready for summer, week. And
put sunscreen on your neck. It's going to be your newly exposed neck that hasn't probably seen sun in a while.
Oh, my neck sees sun all the time anyway.
Because you put your hair up. Okay.
Times. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Sorry for worrying about you.
Yeah, but I might have to put sunscreen over my entire head depending on how short I go.
Yeah.
Because, well, so my friend that's a barber, I haven't talked to him a whole lot super recently, and so it's good to be able to catch up to him with his haircut, but I didn't really know like what he sort of did as far as with the cutting of hair. Like I've seen all these different people on like YouTube and stuff that do fancy stuff and have like Instagrams where they share all their fancy designs and different things and do their YouTube shorts and stuff like that. So I've always known him to be kind of the person that kind of keeps up with the trends and all that. So I kind of figured he probably did the same sort of thing. So I told him, it's just like, after we cut off my hair with the donation, I just want you to do whatever you want to do. You can share it on your Instagram, your YouTube, whatever you do, and just have fun with it. And he's just like, oh, I probably won't share anything on Instagram. I don't really do that sort of thing. Sometimes I do here and there, and I don't know. We'll see what happens or whatever. So it's like, and I was talking to his wife, who was actually over at my friend's house last night, kind of about the whole thing. And yeah, apparently he doesn't really do that sort of thing at all.
Yeah.
And one of the main reasons as to why as well is because apparently a lot of those kind of like clout chaser people that do those sort of things, apparently they actually end up losing a lot of customers sometimes because, they see things that they just don't like. And so they just don't ever go. And so
they think that's the only thing that they do. Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't want to friggin' be somebody's, YouTube guinea pig or whatever sort of thing. And it's just like, well, I was literally volunteering to let him do whatever he wanted me to do. And apparently he doesn't really have the whole creative mind of that.
Oh.
So it's just like, I might just end up with kind of a simple sort of fade or whatever, and whatever. I'm not gonna complain what it is, but I just told him, do whatever you want, just don't give me a mullet
Right. Or a shag.
A shag. That's what you said. I couldn't remember what you said. Just like there's some like modern term for this that I cannot remember. But don't give me that.
Don't give me a shag. Nope.
Yeah. Thanks for giving me hair envy, Gina. I lost my lovely flowing locks of blonde hair when I was 18. Been bald ever since. Man, I'm lucky. I'm 34 and a half or whatever, and I still got gorgeous hair. My dad is, getting close to 70, and he still has most of his hair. So, doing pretty good. But yep, gonna cut it all off and donate it and give it to Wigs for Kids and start back at the beginning.
Scared of bears? Watch this.
Shag-tastic, baby. That's
Yeah.
actually the old term, shag. Well,
But
the
that's
shag, but
Yeah, but that's just what people have been calling it lately because mullet kind of has a negative connotation to it. So it's like a grown out mullet, like not quite as short on the top, like a longer
if
mullet.
anything, I would do the opposite, like not a mullet, but like I think it's called like an undercut, but not an undercut, but I always just call it like the reverse mullet, but have longer hair on top and just kind of have the bangs, but then just shaved all everywhere else, kind of like a tight fade. I had that when I was in high school, and I actually really liked having hair like that.
He called you a wanker.
It's okay. It's a term of endearment where he's from.
Apparently, I have to watch this clip. All right, hold on. Let me go to the YouTube chat. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I have to refresh. Okay. Apparently that didn't work.
It doesn't look like it's an actual link.
Oh, is it on mine? It's on
YouTube.
mine.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's why I don't see it.
Yeah, she's really loud right now.
Oh.
That's a bull cat. Not a bull cat.
That's a big bear. Is that a grizzly? I think. I don't know. It's hard to tell. That has to be a grizzly. It's too big to be a black bear.
Shaggy Great Britain. Something altogether different. Yes, it does. In fact, did you know that shag is like the only word that's censored in Great Britain?
All right, we're ready to watch this? Is it sharing?
Oh, I've seen this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? You. Person's running. Yeah, that has to be a grizzly, right?
That's a brown bear.
Is it a brown bear? Okay.
No, the grizzly, he'd already be caught.
That's true.
Or actually, that might just be a brown black bear. Because that actually happens.
Somebody got woken up and they're cranky. That's crazy.
He's only 17, so he'll be there losing it all next year.
Yeah, I know. It means sex.
Yep.
Did you already say that? I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't say it means sex, but I did say that, yeah, it's the only word that is censored in, like, Great Britain. They can say the F word as much as they want, but can't say that on television.
Brown bear and grizzly is the common name for the same species.
Yeah. But there can be black bears that are brown in color. because it's the name of the species or whatever. Is the black bear. Yeah. So here's a picture of one. A black bear that actually has brown fur on the chest. A black bear that's brown fur. So I think that was based off of its body shape because the grizzly bear
very
has that hump.
thick in the
I
neck.
believe it was actually a black bear, just a lighter colored black bear.
Let me watch it again. I have to move my camera. I can't
He told
tell.
the Shaggy censored. Well, it's probably not
It's
anymore.
pretty thick in the neck.
It was my friend from London that was a high school. Well, he was also one of my teachers in high school, but he told me that shag was like the only word that was censored in London.
Oh. Ooh. I got my camera all messed up. There we go. You can still see Pegasus. Pegasus.
But then again, he might have just been saying something like that or whatever. He was mainly, the conversation was that he was pointing out that stuff is censored differently in Great Britain than it is in the United States. Because, like, in the United States, we censor, words and, like sex scenes and stuff like that. Whereas, like, in the UK, they just, like, they don't care about, if you curse and throw sex out all over the place. But then he said, yeah, how shag is like the only word that's censored or whatever. And, I mean, I guess that's maybe not exactly censored, but maybe he just meant like people don't just go around saying shag all the time, because that's kind of the only word that's like even slightly offensive.
Well, I know that fanny means something different over there.
Yep.
Yeah. There's another one that I know of that has a different connotation over there that we Americans don't think much of.
Oh, it definitely doesn't lead to legal matters, because we have the freedom of speech written directly in our Constitution, and even non-citizens can come over here and say whatever they want and, be protected under, the freedom of speech. But it's more of the social ramifications,
Yeah, I was gonna say they use the C word all the time in the UK and Australia,
That's honestly one of my favorite
Ireland.
words. I love it in Australia and all that, how they just say that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, here you can't say that.
You'll have ladies clutching their pearls all day long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
That's why your hair fell out, Lee. Horrid word.
Yeah. The Puritan streak is alive and well. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There's that. But then the children, we don't corrupt the children.
Yeah. Don't say that word in front of my kid, but let me go cook meth in the basement.
Well, here I was saying I was thinking about cutting the stream early because I'm so hungry, and now we are like 6 minutes over or whatever because we started late. Oh my goodness. I'm hungry. We're going to end the stream now. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with us on another awesome episode of Fish and Friends. I was hoping I was going to have a whole new haircut for you guys next week, but that's going to be put off. Hopefully, I will definitely have a car next week and get to tell you guys all about that. Hopefully,
With
I don't
pictures.
have to. Yeah. hopefully I don't have any more crazy stories about it getting broken into and the air conditioner not working and whatever else. And hopefully I just get a nice working car and everything works out good. But anyway, we'll talk more about fish and other stuff too.
Mhm.
Lots of fun things. We'll see you next week on another awesome episode of Fish and Friends with Danny and Gina.
Bye.
Bye. So long, and thanks for the fish.